Hey guys, this is Danny's Review, and I'm back and I'm here with.
Gregory Smith, the local pen god, coming at you with a gold pride punk deck profile, a little update from when it is you saw me last for the new format kinda ish.
Right, and you came what place?
I came third place in the YCS VIP Invitational
For Bolivia.
for Bolivia.
Yes, lovely. So let's get into your profile here. Yeah, any shout outs before we go into this?
First of all, I'd like to shout out the team Doom Kings. Special shout outs to Darian Jones, who encouraged me to continue playing this deck because I wasn't going to come with this deck for the event. Shout outs to Buju, who, obviously team captain, link all the cards that need to play the deck. And yeah.
Okay, let's get into your profile. Some nice little field centers here. Lovely. You used to play this deck back then, yes, of course. I remember this.
Custom knowledge field center. Can't
Yes.
go wrong. Can't go
Lovely.
wrong.
Alright.
So for the punk lineup, we play 3 copies of Foxy Tune. You can't play the deck without this Foxy Tune guy. Special from deck, full hand jam lamb open this. Just nuts. For the one-offs in the punk engine, we play 1 Day Note, 1 Sharakusai, 1 Madam Spider, 1 Wagon. Day Note, you need Day Note to make all your Synchro 8 plays. Sharakusai, fusion to the Fusion Monster. You need Madam Spider, add the Trap Wagon, add the Spell. Wagon is a real good protection against stuff like Imperm. Thing if they target you, and yeah, you're like a Ziaman while this on the field, draw a card. Just nuts. In the field center. Of the course, Heart and Soul deck, 3 Ziaman. Starting normal, some of them Italy, them out, Foxy Tune, them out. Most of the time, this is what you're starting with, this is your starter. Plus, if it is you start with like Sharakusai, he's a real amazing extender. Just nuts guy. You have to, if you're playing this deck, you have to play 3 Ziaman, otherwise you're not making any type of sense. For these spells, we play 1 field card. I was playing this on 2, but I decided to cut it down to 1 to fit other like hand traps and stuff in the deck. But the 1 I never break on it or anything, and the 1 just this card, all punk decks need to play this card.
Did you miss the
Free
second
pot
one?
agreed. No, I didn't miss the second one at all because I play in such a high deck count and I never did drawing this. And if I do draw it, it just makes the combo even easier to
I
resolve.
think one song's better than 2.
Yeah, for sure. 3 Italy, can't go wrong, the whole deck is psychic. Well, all the level 3s is psychics. Free Extender is not once per turn. A lot of times I activate Italy, they ash and I be like, okay, cool, Italy again. And they be like, wait, no, that card is not once per turn. And I
Who
be like,
does that? Who does that?
who does ash Italy? Like, I don't know.
They're like Ashina Danger.
Or Ash and Aluba when the person in boss branded tuition, yeah. One dangerous guy who is the Impum chap for the deck. Self-explanatory and is also paying time by negating something and gaining back the life. Because this deck plays a
Once you
lot of
control
life.
a punk monster.
Once you control a punk monster.
Okay.
For the Gold Pride engine, we play 1 Nitro Head, 1 Roller Baller, 3 Leon, and 3 Captain Carry.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty Starlight.
3 starlights?
3 Starlights.
Watch him now.
I was playing this one too, but then like again I cut down the Gold Pride Roller Baller because I literally tried to fit in more hand traps and just he's the only one that made sense to take out on 2. Turn them on 2. And I didn't miss the second one. The second one never came up. For the Gold Pride spells, the one that came out of nowhere, Reborn Trap, Reborn Spell, helps you extend. Yeah, but most times I side this out because it doesn't really do anything for you in games 2 and 3. You more want to see like your board breakers, hand traps, some kind of thing.
Yeah.
And 2, better luck next time. I see some people was running 1 of this, but I personally don't find it makes sense to run 1 because of the mere fact that if it is a hard draw, this and this, you need to have a target to search with your XYZ.
Okay.
So I find 2 is a perfect time. If you open it, it's not the worst time because it lowers your life, gets your whole Gold Pride side online. Just it helps a lot.
The name of this card is Better Luck Next Time.
Better luck next time.
So when you beat your opponent or they beat you, you could tell you that.
Yeah, better luck next time.
Alright.
And you want Gold Pride jump start your engines. Card is insane. Let's say it pops a monster for your opponent. And special summons are monsters that's gonna give you another interruption. If you can resolve this, this is 2 interruptions in 1 card, and that's just insane advantage.
Of course.
For the hand traps, we play 2 Nib, 2 Ash, 1 Ogre because it's searchable in the deck, 2 Effect Veiler, 2 Droll and Lockbird, and 2 Improve.
Okay.
Standard hand trap lineup, well, pro side and we put in more, but this is the coverage, and well, this, and this is cross out targets. Cross out, like.
How much hand traps you have there?
2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, 11. Okay.
11 hand traps.
That's a fair amount. Which one performed the most for you though?
These two, Impum and Nib Impum, like that put in
2-card combo.
MVP is either Nib Impum or Nib Veiler, and it was just blowout. I played against a Manadium guy, and both games, well, we played a game 3, but game 1, item Nib Impum, game 2, item Nib Veiler, and then but I still lost that game because, you know, hit my tactics rip I can't from my hand, but you know, that's unfortunate. But then game 3 I went full combo and kill him anyway, so it didn't really make a difference.
Man, broken boy, get nib Villa and still tactics here to win. Yeah.
For the other ones, play 1 Core by Graves, mandatory.
Okay.
By 3 Cross or Designator. Like, we don't want to get stopped by Droll because Droll is kind of hurt the end board. So I kind of want to see as many possibilities, because once I go uninterrupted, I'm most likely going to win the game.
You're 100% of your power.
Yeah, 100. So this is just telling you, don't stop what I'm doing. My spiciness, I mean, like 1 Happy's Feather Duster. Happy's Feather Duster, I mean, good because in our meta we have a lot of back row decks. So I don't want to just go in blind and defenseless. So the 1 Happy's Feather Duster in a lot of work. I mean, I only saw it once in the whole tournament, but it's good to have it. I'd rather have it and not need it. And then the last 2 is 2 Book of Moon and 2 Triple Tactics Talent. Book of Moon helps to play around skill drain and helps the Cashtira board and well tactics in case, you know.
The tactics perform for you this
Tactics
weekend?
overperform this weekend because when it is a guy can hit me Droll, a cross out the Droll, and then since the cross out doesn't negate the activation, it made tactics live, and then I watch him hand and rip the nib, and he just like, yeah, next game, because I just bossy tell you, and he was like, yeah, dog. Yeah,
and the cross out on the Book of Moon helped out a lot if they try to Book of Moon.
To be honest, I did not resolve Book of Moon once. I did not see Book of Moon this whole event.
But you use it as a cross out target, and it helped you out then?
No, not really, because Book of Moon doesn't really break my board, because I could still use Rollerball to fuse, I could still use Sharakusai to fuse, them kind of things, so it didn't really stop. Book of Moon doesn't really affect much.
Is this the last cards in your main?
Yeah, it is. That is it for the main.
How come you didn't think of Book of Eclipse?
Book of Eclipse gets ashed, and then Book of Eclipse, if I can't manage to break the board after Book of Eclipse, it is going to give the opponent an insane advantage, so that's why I pick Book of Moon over Book of Eclipse. And like I say, I don't want any random scrub, just have a board and a Book of Eclipse, and then he hit my ash, and I was like, okay, well, I have nothing to answer you, but I had a scoop. I just not, nothing to all of that, I just rather, you know, Book of Moon, just target, flip your face down. And then too, the only reason I really didn't cut, because I was contemplating to cut this from the main, but then I realized my deck loses to Boguska.
Oh, really?
So, it's like, Anita has something to deal with Boguska.
Lovely, that and Impum.
That and Impum, yeah. Well, Impum don't really stop now, but...
No, to stop the Boguska.
Oh, yeah, and that and the Impum, so yeah, so...
Okay.
And then 2 cashiers, still have things, you know, book their eyes out and go about your business.
Oh, by chance, how much you have in the main?
47 cards in the main.
That's thick.
Yeah, it's thick, but... when I was running it, triple test, and I was playing it on 42, I would draw the bricks like I would draw like the day note. I would draw multiple copies of cross out. I would draw multiple copies of Ziamin, them kind of things, and those things is not really things you want to be opening in multiples in your hand. I rather see what at 47, I see a nice balance of everything.
Okay, lovely. Anything you would like to change in the main by chance?
Probably not. Nah, it doesn't have anything I would like to change in the main. For the main reason that everything in the main has its purpose. Okay. The only thing, like, if Cashier leaves the format, I'll probably change this to Cosmic Cyclone. Because Cosmic Cyclone, you know, helps with lowering my life, so all the gold price and stuff live. That kind of way. But it doesn't really have much I would change in the main. And I'll probably cut this for Triple Tactics Trust.
Okay.
But Trust never came up, and 2 are not playing all those normal spells in the main deck. aside from tactics and maybe happy feather duster, everything else is more or less continuous or quick plays. So I don't really need to play the thrust, which is why I decided to put in the feather duster instead.
No problem.
For the extra deck, we play. For the links, we play 1 Gold Pride Nitro Blaster. This never came up. It hardly comes up. I probably might cut this out to the extra deck because it's too hard to make. You need 2 Gold Pride monsters to make it with different levels. So that's either Leon and Baller or Leon and Nitro Head or Carry and somebody. So this probably might get cut out because it never comes up. Triple A this and it never comes up. And I use back row decks. I have stuff in the main deck to deal with back row decks because.
And in the tournament, did it ever came up?
It never. I have made this once in the past 4 tournaments I entered. So this.
For you personally,
For
yes.
me personally, this never comes up.
Okay.
Next one, Nightmare Cerberus. Nightmare Cerberus is literally just to out Baguska because I just fed up with these Baguska people, and these Baguska people is when it is a hand drop into Bolivia and there's someone to level force and make a Baguska, it's like I get tired of all them.
So who hitting you? The Vanquish Soul players or some super heavy
the
samurai?
Vanquish Soul players, super heavy samurai guys, trap trick guys, anybody who could split 2 level 4s on the board and just make Baguska, because let's be real, if you could put 2 level 4s on the board, Baguska should be in your extra deck. And I just getting tired and getting blown away by Baguska. So I say, forget that. I'll normal special, make Cerberus and just pop it. But then it had one guy who lost a match a couple tournaments ago where he got smart and he realized I'm playing Cerberus and he just made the Baguska in the extra monster zone. And I was just like, well, damn. But I ended up top decking the Boca Moon and anyway, but still, I need to have as much outs to Baguska as possible.
Okay.
Because, yeah. Alright. Then we have the Zeus package, the 1 Zeus, 1 Downard, 1 Fortune Tune. Reason I'm playing this is that this little bird cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. So when I overlay 2 level 3s into this against a Kashira man, they have a Rise Hat up. It had one guy tried to manage just to say, yo, you can't target this. So I'll summon this.
Even if they, I don't know, for some reason they will go into Zeus or whatever, it can recycle your...
Yeah, it can recycle the level 3s and put it back in my deck. And also, this is a nice little gimmick for time because I could easily summon a level 3, use an extender from my hand, don't pay any life, overlay for this and pass. And then in standby phase, just gain 500 life points, and I won a game like that and people was like, wow. Like, yeah. So this card put in real.
You had to do to win it.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I don't endorse playing for time, but
it's an option. It's an
option. If you have like a minute on the clock and you know Kong's play life, you had to do what you had to do. And you play the 1 Galaxy as Photon Lord. Monster Negate is literally just to help you play through Nib, because you can make this on your 5th or your 6th summon. But most times people is gonna wait until you make your full end board. They think, oh, you're playing Pong, so you don't put on Negate, and then they'll try to wait until you put on your full board and then hit your Nib, and I find that as real all the time. I mean, the card is a little expensive, but worth it. But I didn't pay for it, Shout out to Jones. Then we play the 1 carry. Yeah, pretty carry.
Lovely.
Try a carry. Part of the combo that helps you bridge between your Punk and your Gold Pride players. I wouldn't cut this for anything. This card is just gets you so far. And this is one of the reasons why the deck could play through D-Barrier, because when they're playing Punk, a lot of people is going to hit D-Barrier and call synchro, and then I'll just like, okay, cool, summon 2 level 3s overlay for this and still get like a pretty decent end board with like 4 interruptions and 1 hand drops and a draw on the end phase because of this card. This card just real work, real out. I had to get it starlighted. That's lovely.
Lovely one of.
Yeah. Then for the synchros, 1 Psychic and Punisher. I was playing this one too, but I cut the second one for the Nightmare Cerberus. I didn't miss it too, and to be very honest with you, I made this once in the whole tournament, and well, unfortunately, he got kicked down by a Sprite Pixies, the guy holding the camera, but I small thing, but I made this once, and I didn't even win my game, so I was like, because most of the time, once I make my full board, I doesn't have to make this, because I can just bend everybody in attack for game.
So usually your full board is a sealed deal.
This full board is usually sealed deal, especially if you have similar side cards like anti-spell and them kind of thing. It just closes up the game. So 1 Psychic and Punisher, I would never play the deck without him.
Of course.
But
Of course
he's not somebody I would like enter and be on. He's like a panic button, I like to call him. So like if it is a hand drop into Bolivia and I have a level 8 and a level 3, which most times you will, because people like to implement the rising cap and a random level 3 and just make Punisher and tell you cool movement. And if you can't move him well, then you're dead. So yeah. One punk amazing dragon is part of the interruption, depending on the type of board I make against back row decks. I'll make the board with the dragon drive and the Sharaku side. I think Synchron did this to bounce all the background, the end phase, get a free draw, that kind of way. And if it is there, this also is a push through hand traps. Because with the gold pride nitro had been at 8, and another guy, because a lot of people don't know to implement the rising cap, so they'll try to implement the Sharaku side, and then I'll summon that make this, use this effect, pull back the Sharaku side with this effect, and then use the Sharaku side, fuse with this and make the rising cap and get there anyway. So this also helps you to play spiritual hand traps. Interruptions, we have Trish and Dragai. Trish makes in an opponent's turn, rip one from your hand, one from grave, one from extra deck. I only make this. The key to using Trish is to only make Trish when it is your opponent has 2 or less cards in their hand. So that way they don't burn out the interruptions. You use any other interruptions, they'll use out their hand, playing through the board. And then when it is, you realize, okay, they're going to get to one card that will get them back into the game. You make Trish and you rip that card out of their hand, you banish the graveyard resources, and then you banish a card on the field, and it's just, like, every time I make Trish, I win the game. Like, hands down. If I don't make Trish, well, then it might be sticky. And Dragite, Swan Trap, negate. If I have all the level 3s in my hand and I don't need to make the Dragon Drive, I would make this to kind of have some type of protection against, like, Evenly, Dark Hole, you know, Impum, them kind of things. And well, Dragon Drive, Heart and Soul, M.V.E. the extra deck, you're always making him, he's free extender, comes back from the grave when they activate something in response to a punk effect. Just good cat, good cat. Searches go Soga.
Of course.
Of course. 1 Star Leon, 1 Pinballer, and the 1 Rising Cap. Because the Star Leon is an interruption that you're making your opponent's turn. Pinballer, same thing, interrupting your opponent's turn. Helps break boards. I was playing against a Medium guy a couple tournaments ago, and he made the Calamities, and I just summoned a bunch of gold prize because the Calamities says they can activate cards, not cards and effects, so you can still use effects in hand. So I summoned a bunch of gold prize, and then as he started his turn, I used Baller's effect. Use all the gold prize in my hand on the field. Summon this, equip 4, and they can't negate it. So equip 4. And then actually trap summon Leon, pull back the carry, and then make this, and then that was enough to make sure he can't kill man, and I just kill him on the crackback. Okay. And then when Rising Cap part of the combo, summon 2 punks on deck. If you don't know what this card does, then you don't know punk.
Okay, so what you may replace the Link Monster with?
The Link Monster, I've been contemplating it. I might either go back and play the second Punisher, or I might contemplate playing the rank 8 Titanic Galaxy to help against like spell and trap negate. So if I have crossout in my hand for the nib already, I wouldn't need to make this, and then I'll just use that to play through things like Dark Hole or Raigeki, Lightning Storm, those kind of things now. Yeah, so I'll probably cut the Link and play either Hope Harbinger or Psychic and Punisher. I'm more leaning to the Hope Harbinger because like I don't really, once I make Psychic and Punisher once now, I'm going to kill it. I'm not gonna make it to stand up on it, and you know, or if I know you can't out it, I'll just need the 1 Punisher, it'll be fine.
Yeah, look for experience.
Yeah, that Hope Harbinger might come in some clutch against them Dark Hole and them. But what we do? For the side deck, we must play Kaijus. I chose Gamma Seal specifically because of Dragite needing a water, so I can like Kaiju your monster, and then when I kill the Kaiju, I'll have a water engrave to make this live. So I'll always I prefer the Gamma Seals. Is to think out the things like the Big Cat for purely out in mirror match, out the Punisher, out things like a Rise Heart. When some people make a Rise Heart pass like a kill, hold that and just call that a day. Shifter for cross out targets because my deck it could play through Shifter to an extent, but it just makes it needlessly hard when I could just keep putting a Shifter on target. But I haven't bad luck with this card because I play against a Kashira guy. Not this tournament, but a tournament before, and he hit my Shifter, but unfortunately I went first, and unfortunately I drew the Shifter
with the cross out,
and I was like, okay, I have the cross out, but the Shifter didn't in my hand. You know, so that's unfortunate. I still end up winning that match, but still. For time, we play 2 game, Spooky Dogwood. In my deck, this is a double-edged sword against my opponent because I'll shotgun this in the draw phase or the standby phase or whatever. And if they just pass with no monsters and they cut my life in half, that just makes Punisher absurdly big because I'll be down 4,000, which instantly makes Punisher 75, and then, well, I pay one at 600 and boom, 81, bam, game. And because you have nothing on the board because you didn't summon. And if it is you do summon our inter monsters, well, then you're going to make me gain like 20,000 life points and you're going to lose anyway.
Oh, okay, nice thought process there.
2 Ghost Bell. Ghost Bell is against several decks, mainly being branded because I hate getting gimmick locked.
Okay.
I absolutely hate getting gimmick locked. It also is very, very strong against Labyrinth, stopping Big Welcome. It's very, very good against Matmech, being able to stop that super factorial with a negate and a ripping that card from a field in my hand. And then how none of my punk monsters is on summon effects. They tends to, you know, hurt my resources when they do that. So 2 Ghost Bell. Put in real work. It won my game against a branded guy. When you try to gimmick lock me, I was like, yeah, Ghost Bell. And I top decked it for turn, so just keep me in real clutch.
Lovely.
2 Cosmic Cyclone for those pesky floodgates. Things like Skill Drain does hit. Things like Rivalry, the Warlords does hit, believe it or not. Because all the punks is different types. You have Fox Tears, a Beast, they're not as a Warrior, Cherokee is a Psychic. And then the extra deck punks, the Rising Cap is a Fish. This guy's a Psychic, this guy's a Sea Serpent. So it's the outing like Floodgates and
so
those kind of things. Yeah, all over the place. And then 2 Solemn Strike just kind of hurt 2 in more ways than 1. Because when they pay the life, the 1,500, it drops their life load and it turns off my whole gold pride side. Dark Ruler no more. Against Sprite, I didn't see this whole tournament. But I guess I didn't need it. It would have been nice to see it against the Sprite guy, but you can't win them all, but still. I
hear that Sprite guy. Yeah, I trust in that whole way.
Well, like you, dog. Well, what we gonna do? You say personal loss too. 2 evenly, it doubles as a cross-out target because evenly absolutely rips somebody if I don't get to give you the token. And evenly just helps against Kashtira, helps against Vanadium. This with Dark Ruler just absolutely rips the board.
Unless they have Calamity lock you.
If they will, I ain't get Calamity lock whole day. But,
that's great.
You know, but I never let the Vanadium guy Calamity lock me because, you know, you know, Android 13-year-old.
Try not to let them reach there.
And last 2 cards on my side deck. 2 anti-spell fragrance. M.V.E. This made a lot of people just insta-scoop against me. Branded guy, insta-scoop. Vanadium guy, insta-scoop. Couldn't play. Just didn't. It just put in real work. And this is what borderline makes my board, my end board, unbreakable. Because the things that break my board is things like Gregory, Dark Hole, Lightning Storm, those kind of things. And this, and Happy's Feather Duster really hurts too. So this kind of puts a stop to that. And makes my board even a little more formidable so that on the crackback I could just kill
God.
it.
I didn't see you have that in your opening.
It didn't matter, I get 2 anyway, it's fine.
Oh, this time God, you didn't have it.
I didn't draw it.
You couldn't.
The hate is real.
Luck was on the Sprite Man side.
Luck was on the Sprite Man side. I still come to it though, which is fine.
Alright.
So, yeah.
So anything else you would like to mention?
Honorable mentions goes out to Mark, had an amazing event. Goes out to the team, Doom Kings. Welcome to Kings Hall. Shout out again, Buju, Jones, Keslon, you know, he was my training partner of sorts, as well as Buju, Jones, Odell.
Please mention Jones this time. We don't want him.
I mentioned him 4 times already. Honorable mention to Jones.
Jones. He might tell you about that.
Yeah, because, no, I had to really give Jones a shout out today because I was not going to play this deck. I was going to play Pendulum. I was going to play a Zephyr Endymion kind of concoction I came up with. And he kind of buffed me and told me, nah, dog, stick to the deck. You make top 16 when that's in the deck you're doing more with this deck than Pendulum.
And so you come to it this time.
And I came to it this time, so shout out to Jones for that, on that respect, and for all the cards that he basically let me use his Photon Lord, so I appreciate it.
Lovely. And you had a great time, you said, right?
I had a great time except the Dark Hole.
Okay, so you come back for OTS Championship on the 24th?
Yes, I am coming for the OTS Championship 24th. Hopefully I can bounce up that Sprite man again actually see the land, and thing for the dark hole. You know them kind of ways now.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, but that dark hole hurt my feelings, I ain't gonna
Alright. Alright, so alright guys, there is a day on route.